In a way, this is the ultimate disappointment. Because when you've been searching for a long time, perhaps you imagine that one day you'd arrive at this goal which would make everything better, but it would also be an experience that you could celebrate. That you could say, I've arrived, I've got it, I've got something special, I've got a special experience, and it's especially lovely and sweet. But in a way, this is the biggest humility, the biggest loss, because there's no one left to celebrate your arrival. It is one humiliation after another, endlessly. So, with this very direct pointing, it's not necessarily going to be that popular, because it's not really what you think you want. What you think you want is some great prize at the end of the road. But essentially, this is what you really want. It's meeting what you really want. But it could be also terrifying to acknowledge that. Because it means the end of the search. And then what are you going to do? If you've invested so much in the search itself, it really questions your identity as a seeker. Without that identity, then who are you going to be? Without this constant trying to fix yourself, or trying to add something, change something, without motivating yourself with that longing for truth, where do you find the motivation for anything in your life? How will you move? How will you navigate in life without this searching? You don't know. And that leaves it wide open for whatever is here to be felt. You don't know how to live as a person. You don't know whether what you're doing or saying or feeling is right or wrong. You don't know whether you are enough as you are. Essentially, you are lost. Just with the thought that might come up saying, I should be found. It seems in our society there is this continued assumption that you should know where you're going, what you're doing, who you are. That being lost is somehow a negative thing. If you feel lost, maybe you go to a therapist to try and fix yourself, to find who you are. Maybe you call that being depressed. But being lost is not a negative thing, it's reality. You don't need to be found. But it's slowly learning to live like that. And you don't know how. It's one step after another. Not knowing now. And then the next thing appears. And then not knowing now. Feeling whatever is here. If fear comes, so be it. Not knowing what that means or how to deal with it now. And don't worry, thought will be here to offer suggestions and advice. But that's all it is. It's offering suggestions and advice. But it is never serious. It is never meaningful. It never really knows the way. So being lost is freedom. But it doesn't come necessarily in the package that you hoped it would come in. This is really about reality. It's not about dreams. So in order to know reality, you have to let go of your dreams. In a way, it's a kind of trading all of your dreams, all of your hopes for reality. And reality is not necessarily comfortable.